All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, it's Craft Chest here, and it has been a minute since I've put up a video, and I do apologize, but back to school season, and in between that, doing some streaming, and in between that, doing some projects out in the car, and just getting some things right. I have been super busy and hadn't recorded any of it. And if you want to keep up with me on a regular basis, as always, Twitter /CraftChest, or on twitch.tv /CraftChest_MMO. That's CraftChest_MMO. Normally I put the links down here. I don't even know if I'm going to do that right now because Gamingo, or Gamingo, however you want to say it, has put up a lot of hype and a lot of press and a lot of secrets and a lot of promises out there here recently about the beloved game that I've always loved since day one, but Treon never got it right. All right, the pre-alpha was better than the actual game release. The refresh servers, they were all right. But going forward, Gamingo, I'm just going to call them Gamingo, have promised that they're going to make ArcheAge great again, from what I'm reading. You know, we can go over here to this screen, and if you've watched Cry's video, that's CRYY? Something like that. But anyway, Cry, everybody knows who Cry is. But here's the splash image, and I'm doing this raw. This is live, no editing. We got 33 seconds before we find out what the official announcement's going to be. But Cry put out a video and putting out speculations and theories and all that. I may actually put a link to that video here, but here in a minute, it's not going to matter because we're going to be seeing this going on right now. And here we go. I don't know what's going on. Here's the Discord that they have set up. Let's do this like this right here. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, what's the announcement? Let's refresh the page. Oh, what is this? ArcheAge Unchained. Oh, what? Is that kind of... Why does that seem like, just reading that automatically, and this is a live reaction, everybody, why does that remind me so much of Bless Online? What was that thing that Bless came up with? Wasn't it Unchained? Or what was it called? Bless Unleashed? Bless something. I know Polo played it. Scroll down. Alright, here's a teaser video. We'll watch that in just a moment. Alright, ArcheAge Unchained, a new take on a classic. What's new in ArcheAge Unchained? The new ArcheAge Unchained makes the whole diverse world original ArcheAge available to everyone. Without powerful premium content, the game offers an equal playing field for every style of player. Power and progression are... Wait, what? Power and progression are limited only by your own ambitions. Click here to find out more. We'll go ahead and keep scrolling. Alright. Be who you want to be. Yeah, this talks about classes, screenshots. Alright, what is this? Alright, I guess we're going to have to click on some things here. So let's click on this link here and see what's happening. Alright. Forums. ArcheAge. Site is down. Alright. Well, let's watch the teaser trailer here. And I don't know if this is legal or not legal, but I'm going to just say fair use. Alright. Because this right here is a live take. It's not mine. It belongs to Gamingo, formerly known as Tryon. And we're just going to watch this video and turn it down a little bit here whenever it comes up. I think, whoa, actually, let's go to YouTube. So I can, yeah, here we go. I'm going to turn this up and put my headset on. And then we're going to watch this live. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. Sounds like a rhyme. Sounds like a rap. Explore the world your way. In a car. On a glider. Gather your allies. Something, I don't miss what it said. ArcheAge Unchained. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic, actually. Alright, so let's see if we can find out any more information while we're looking at this. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go back over here to this screen and let's talk about ArcheAge a little bit while I'm tooling around and seeing what's happening. Let's go to the Discord server right here and see what's happening, see if they're talking about anything. Any news right here. Oh yeah, here we go. we got the news, we got the trailer. They pinned a message, which is the one we just watched. Coming soon discussion. Oh, wait. What happened to... Oh, here we go. All right. So now everybody is just... let's see what they're talking about. Oh, we got Alex Jones is even in here. What's going on? Buy to play. What is this? The last cash, one last cash grab. You know, and that's what, see, I don't know. Why do people have to be so pessimistic? All right. Let's see what's going on the actual website. And I'm going to stay over here on this screen. And let's talk about ArcheAge for just a moment. ArcheAge, back whenever it came out, that is super bright. Why is that so bright? Was a game that captured my, I don't know, it captured my interest because of all the hype and all the press and everything that they boasted that you could do in this MMO. And this was back in 2012. This is how long this game has persevered through thick and thin, thin and flush, good, bad, refresh, cash grabs, whatever you want to call it. And, no, that's not really saying anything over there. I don't know what's up. So I was so interested in this game that I bought the most expensive pack. I think it was like $250, maybe $300. I don't know how much it was. It was a lot of money. It was like, you know, an entire week's paycheck back then, because that's when I was just coming up out the dark times. But I spent this money on this game, and from the instant that I played it, from day one, going through it and everything else, I fell in love with it. The game was amazing. And we're talking about pre-alpha, going into alpha, going into beta. But then the release happened. I think it was in November of the same year. It came out, I don't know, roughly March or April with the pre-alpha. Might have been even earlier than that. It might have been February when it came out. But all the way through, and in November it launched, and then everything fell apart. All the way up until that point, I had gotten into a guild called Grievance. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was a pretty beefy guild. But, you know, I ended up, after the launch, dropping up out of that guild and just going solo, because I had other interest in the game other than making the rich richer, and wanted to have my own gains in my style. And then after a little while of that, I lost some land and ended up just putting the game down because of other interests that came up to me and the rebuilding phase that I was going through. But there were times in ArcheAge that I can remember, one week in particular, where I was off like 5 days in a row for whatever reason. Maybe I was taking PTO or whatever. But I remember in that 5 days, I got 4 hours of sleep. That's how hardcore we pushed in that game. And that's how good and immersive the game actually was at the time. And I think that was whenever it was like pre-launch. Whenever that happened, it was like right before pre-launch. We weren't going to lose anything. And they were going to have the launch. I think it was like, oh, I know what it was. It was right before they did the final wipe. That's what it was. And after that, everybody knew what they were doing, and you wanted to get as far ahead as you could before the actual launch for the head start. That's what happened. And so that week, I actually, yeah, now it's coming back to me. I actually took off what I could, and yeah, I only got like 4 hours sleep in 5 days. It was amazing. I really love that. The only other time that I had ever done that is whenever we were pushing the D2 ladder, back whenever we were still streaming Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction and pushing the first to 90, trying to beat the bots and everything. I'm not really seeing anything here on the site, but let's see what this says. Let's see if the forum. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, so let's put this on read mode, and I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to go over to the screen. All right, here we go. Frequently asked questions, because this site was down. This is the forums. What are the differences between ArcheAge and ArcheAge Unchained? And let me scroll over this before I go reading all of this. We're just going to paraphrase. Okay, new way to get in a game. Not possible to create content. Unchained is no longer... Ah, here we go. In ArcheAge Unchained, there is no longer a subscription model. With a one-time purchase, you can enjoy the content as often as you want. You will be able to purchase vanity items via credits, implement seasonal ArcheAge passes or ARC passes. We are focusing on fair gameplay, which is why we decided to change from the monetized feature of ArcheAge to the ArcheAge Unchained, where you're actually going to be basically what they're saying is buy to play. I can dig it. All right. Why didn't you change the monetization of the original ArcheAge free-to-play version and instead make the game... Wait, what? Make a new game out of it. Okay. Over the last years, we considered several ideas on how we could change the monetization system to create a more fair game experience for our community. Several changes have already been implemented, which, if you keep up with a guy named Cry on YouTube, he is like the foremost authority on never giving up on ArcheAge, and he's actually played some of the changes that they've implemented, and he makes me want to go back to ArcheAge like really bad right now. So this is intriguing. All right, so let's keep reading here. ArcheAge Unchained was not feasible to an original free-to-play version with the existing game economy. Okay, so that explains that. That's why they went to buy to play. Will you be able to transfer items or credits between both versions? As ArcheAge Unchained has changed the business model, it will be implemented like a new game with new server environment. There will be no transfers of items, characters between, or I'm sorry, I can't even read, everybody. I'm kind of trying to suck all this in. My brain and eyeballs are not keeping up, or my mouth's not keeping up with it. All right. There will be no transfers of any items or characters between the already existing version of ArcheAge Unchained. Credits can only be used where they have been bought. All right. So the credits that I have on the original ArcheAge ain't going to work here because I have credits, because I keep going every time I log in just to see what's up in the game. I'm like, hey, I got a lot of money up here. What's going on? All right. Next question. What would be the price of ArcheAge Unchained? When is the release date? We will reveal more information in the upcoming weeks. Oh, come on, man. Now, see, that makes this anticlimactic. You don't have... Here we go. Classic developer mistake right here. You done lost the interest of 90% of the people that waited for this tidbit of information. You have to give us a time frame. Even if it's an estimated time frame. End of September is what we're shooting for. End of November is what we're shooting for. 2020 is what we're... Tomorrow. Give us something. Don't say we will reveal more information in the upcoming weeks. Come on, man. See, that just makes me want to close out and delete this video right now. But we're going to keep on reading. All right. Do I still have to get Patreon subscription? There will be no subscription in ArcheAge Unchained. No one can simply purchase an advantage over others. A subscription really wasn't unattainable. All you had to do is put in the work. You could buy the Apex in the game. I don't see where the problem was with that other than labor points. You know, okay, here we go. Everyone will have the same amount of labor regeneration and cap at 5,000 points. Housing will be available for everyone. So they are going to an instant-based housing, which Cry covered in his video. The labor points, everybody's going to be on an even playing field on labor points. I wonder if they're still going to have labor pots. Or, here's an idea, if these clowns decide to even watch this, you know, because sometimes they be creeping on people's video, you might not think they will. I think labor pots are to be implemented as a crafting item, just in my humble opinion. Because, like in Black Desert Online, your energy is basically labor points. And you can bottle your energy. There's a crafting recipe where you could take your energy, throw it in a bottle for later on, for later purposes. So you could use it later. But there's also energy pots that you could take in the game to boost it up if you've run down and out of energy. They should think about something like that, because that right there is an awesome system. Not everybody's going to want to do it. Nobody, not everybody's going to do it or whatever, but it should be an option in my opinion. What about Apex? Apex will no longer exist in ArcheAge Unchained. Will there be new content alongside the release? Both ArcheAge versions will receive a new major update this fall. All right, so both versions. So we're shooting for fall. So we're in the summertime now. When is fall officially around? October, I think it is. So we're going to be looking for something in October, probably early November, from that line right there. But reversing back to that other thing when they're talking about revealing things in the future weeks, come on, guys. Y'all got to you can't go through all this big countdown and then just say, stay tuned for more. This is an announcement of the announcement of the announcement of the announcement. Stay tuned. Hashtag stay tuned. Hashtag soon. No, come on, guys. Y'all killing me. All right. Follow our social media platform for regular updates. This is going to be epic. All right. And then down here in asterisk, some topics discussed in the frequently asked questions revised prior to the official release of, well, obviously, you didn't really even say anything in that right there. So let's see in the actual Discord chat, have they added anything? No. They just have people chatting in general. This is really a simplified, and I'm not showing it because people, of course, are trolling, and I don't want to, hashtag TOS on anything right here. I'm trying to not hashtag copyright either on any of this, but we did want to cover it, and all the credit goes to Gamingo Games Official. So that right there, we'll cover that. Anything that I've read from the forums, watching the little teaser trailer and all that good stuff belongs to them. But guys, y'all got to give some type of time frame, because now I'm just going to turn this off. This video right here is going to get posted, and everybody's going to forget about it. You can't wait weeks to put out information. I would have rather for this thing to have gotten hyped up and say, next week we're launching this. Get ready. Because right now people are ready for a change or different MMO. A lot of people may have never played ArcheAge. People even in Black Desert Online want to, take a little break and do something else. That's one reason why it's like vacation time in Black Desert Online right now, because of the Golden Trout event and the Golden Ceiling Camp event and all this other stuff, which, you still got your hardcore players that are out there grinding it out in Histria and grinding trees and Akben and all the other places that are some high-level grind areas. But those people, I have even heard, are waiting for something. There's nothing on the horizon as far as MMOs are concerned these days. So Gamingo, hopefully it's sooner than later that you come out with a release date. And that's it. And guys and gals out there, I know I try to cover this as quickly as possible, but I know, as usual, and if you've watched me any in the past, we do this live. We do it live, craft chest style, and it's unedited, in your face, all the mistakes, all the stutters, all the I can't reads and everything else, because I wanted to get this out there, this information, to everyone, because there are a lot of people that have followed myself, Mr. Rogers, T2, let me just say T2, Guntoad, this, that, and the other. I don't think Guntoad ever played ArcheAge. But there were several other people out there that got hardcore into playing ArcheAge, and then they just, broke our hearts with all the cash shop kids out there and the pay to win. It was just straight pay to win back whenever we were playing it, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I guess it is now. So a game that just won't go away. It kind of reminds me of Kairos, back the original Kairos Global, back in 2008, 2009, whenever that game came out, and then it went away. And then Kairos Returns came, and then Rosh Online came, and then Mexican Rosh, Russian Rosh, Kairos Returns from Russia with Love, and all this other stuff. That game just would not go away. I think it's actually still, I think the Russian servers are still going. I don't know if Mexican Rosh is still going. There was a company that picked it up from Mexico City, and I'm not making jokes. This is for real. that game would not die. It would go away. You had Firefox or Red Fox Games picked it up here in America, over in California, and I think it just died off because they just didn't keep up with it. But this right here is another game like that, released in 2012 or announced, came out shortly after, and it has gone through so many different changes. ArcheAge has. Yeah. Hopefully this time it's going to be awesome. And I guess we got to wait on more information. We have the announcement of the announcement. We'll have one more look over here at the splash page of what they have going on. I mean, this is it. I don't see anything. Let's refresh the page, see if they've added anything to this. I don't see anything that they've added, so that's it. And I don't know why they still have Treon tagged down here. Treon, XL, Crytek, Glyph, Gamingo. I don't know. You would think they would come up with a brand new client since it's going to be a brand new game. I don't know, though. That Unchained right there just screams blessed to me. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It's a craft of the mind, everybody. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!